Hey folks, Tennessee Brando here. You know, I never thought I would actually see someone talk some common sense on Fox News, but check out this clip of Jessica Tarlov. She goes toe-to-toe with Dan Bongino, and man, she hangs in there and scraps with him good. Check it out, and then let's talk about it.
They take anything,
Okay.
anything they want.
Jessica?
All of Trump's talking points have exploded in his face, whether it's on stuff that he has released on his Truth Social account himself or the people that he has dispersed all over television to proliferate his lies, including his own children, saying that he didn't get a copy of the warrant. Christina Bobb, his attorney, confirmed that on our network and other networks. They did have the warrant there. He said President Obama, I love when he tattletales on himself. President Obama did this too. He took the nuke materials out, in his back pocket. Not true. The National Records Office released a statement that President Obama fulfilled protocols, 30 million documents, went through them to Chicago, following protocol, respect for the law and the way that things are done. It is too mind-blowingly arrogant, I think, to sit here and say, I know exactly what's going on, and to call the Attorney General of the United States of America a loser. I think that's the word that you used.
No, he's a loser. No, he's a real loser.
Great, Dan.
Like a genuine loser. An actual loser.
And I've known losers in my life, and Merrick Garland is certainly not.
He is a total loser.
Okay.
He is burning down the constitutional republic, targeting this guy, and you don't know what's in there either.
No,
and I can tell you what's not in the PP holes. An actual PP tape. I can tell you what was on the Hunter Biden laptop. Actual pictures of him with hookers smoking crack.
Guess what?
So
Hunter Biden was not president and will not be.
The pearl clutching about how Barack Obama was a standard and paragon of justice on the Democrat side. Hillary Clinton literally paid a foreign spy to produce a hoax about this. And you're citing the Democrat Party as a paragon. Don't make me laugh on the set.
I sat there and listened to you.
Well,
so just let me finish.
You brought up Merrick Garland being a loser, which he is. So if he stopped being a loser, I wouldn't have the need to respond.
Okay. The point here is that the former president has no respect for the rule of law. And he's shown this over and over again. He called Brad Raffensperger up and he said, find me 11,853 votes when he didn't like what was happening in Georgia. He wanted to stop the count in Arizona and continue it in Pennsylvania. We saw what happened on January 6th, where he wanted Mike Pence to decertify an American election, make all of you at home, he wanted your votes not to count. That's how little respect he has for it. And now he's refusing to comply with rules that every president has had to comply with. And why now? Because they subpoenaed him in June, and he did not comply.
Now you're making that up.
No, I'm not.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not.
First of all, can you imagine being the voice of reason on Fox News? Can you imagine what a task that would be? I mean, I've often sat and wondered what it would be like to sit and go toe-to-toe with someone on Fox News, because all they're going to do is come back at you with talking points geared to their listeners, to keep their listeners entertained and keep their listeners coming back. You rarely see an actual decent conversation take place on a network like that, because they're going straight for talking points that they know will equal ratings. But Jessica did a good job here. She hung in there, and she's right. Every talking point that Trump has made has blew up in his face, and that's been his gimmick all along. We saw everything that he's ever said blow up in his face. Anything that he's accused his opponents of being is exactly what he's doing. And now we're sitting here slowly watching this ship sink. And it's took a long time for us to get here. And there were times where I know a lot of us was thinking we would never see it. And I know there's some of us still that have doubt because he's Teflon Don. Will anything ever stick to this guy? But she's right. His talking points have absolutely exploded in his face. And it is extremely arrogant of anyone to sit back and act like they know what's going on. But then Dan Bongino has to chime in. And what does he do? He goes straight to Hunter Biden's laptop, and he's smoking crack. And he goes to every talking point he can, because they're trying to make this, Dan Bongino is trying to take this back to the political theater that their viewers are used to watching. He's trying to continue to stoke that fire, stoke that anger, stoke that rage. All the people who have continued to support Donald Trump and are still hanging in there with him, that's what Dan Bongino was doing there. He was coming in to try to get those people fired back up because, oh my God, Jessica's being a voice of reason here. The only thing that people like us can hope for here is that there are people who watch Fox News who may just have a little bit of doubt somewhere, a little voice of reason somewhere in the back corner of their mind, and maybe, just maybe, they may look at that and go, hey, she's starting to see this ain't how things are supposed to be. She's starting to see through this, and this ain't right. You know, I have to believe that most people have a voice of reason, and most people can see through when someone blatantly breaks the law. But there's always going to be that fringe. And that's where the ratings are for these people. There's always going to be that fringe that they're going to try to tap into to keep that anger going, to keep the emotions running high, so that people will keep tuning in. But let's just hope that somebody's mamaw somewhere started going, that girl's starting to make some sense. Because what we're seeing now is the ship sinking, and it's time for Republicans to. It's long overdue, by the way, but it's especially time now for them to step back and take a look at things. They need to totally regroup. At this point, it's like a football team that's had a really horrible season. You not won a game all year. You got slaughtered every time you went onto the field. And now you've got to really get back in the trenches and figure out how to play ball again. The Republican Party, after this is all over, is going to have to get back in the trenches and figure out how to be a party again. And how to be a party that just has different ideas than the opposing side, as opposed to just being the party of rage, the party of hatred, the party of division, the party of bigotry, the party of homophobia. I could go on all night. But hopefully people like Jessica Tarlov speaking up will at least get a few viewers on Fox News to go, hey, maybe there's another way of looking at this. Maybe we've been conned. We can hope anyway, folks.
Hey, this is Jordy, co-founder of MeidasTouch. Person, woman, man, camera, prison. MeidasTouch just came out with a brand new t-shirt with this perfect message. Make sure you check out store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com and grab yours today. Thank you.